Growing up, T.I.P.P.E.R was a typical youngster. He had a lot of friends. He participated in sports, football, basketball. We did a lot of activities at the YMCA.
What started out as a regular school day in May of 2004 would end in tragedy.
A fight broke out. Things spiraled out of control rather quickly. Shots were fired.
T.I.P.P.E.R Thomas tried to help shield a female classmate from the chaos, and in seconds, his typical teenage life drastically changed.
I did not believe when my son called me. My son never cries. Never cries.
And Godwin got word that her nephew had been shot at Randallstown High School moments after a charity basketball game.
I was devastated. I was a total mess. I could not believe that this horrible thing had happened to T.I.P.P.E.R.
He had been hit in the neck and chest. Bullets pierced his lung and spine, leaving the 17-year-old standout football player paralyzed from the waist down. Doctors were able to save his life, but the journey to recovery had just begun.
Days ran into each other. Sometimes only time I knew what day it was or round about what time of year it was for holidays. Like, I saw firecrackers shooting off in the sky, but okay, must be 4th of July.
T.I.P.P.E.R had the support of family members to help him through his ordeal, but he noticed that other patients were lacking that same system.
Most patients, they really don't have anything to when they wake up from being under anesthesia or waking up from the narcotics or the painkillers wearing off. They look up and see an empty room or no remnants of normal life or life before.
The wheels in his head started turning.
T.I.P.P.E.R thought of a foundation. You are paralyzed, you know you are paralyzed, and you are talking about a foundation to preserve lives. I thought that was incredible. So that's the moment that I really, really knew that this was all about God.
An idea he thought of with his parents while confined to a hospital bed. It became a reality in 2009. His father passed away, but the ideas he helped T.I.P.P.E.R visualize transcended.
Well, even though I was in undergrad and still trying to maintain my own health, I still thought it was important that we kept this foundation alive.
T.I.P.P.E.R stands for Traumatic Inpatient Parent Provider Emergency Reserve.
And the foundation is very, very concentrated on making sure that families have enough money to be able to support the victims who have been victimized because of violence or what have you.
In addition to family members having to take time off work, there are other expenses besides medicine.
Once I was discharged from the hospital, it was a lot of other expenses that I would need for new accommodations and stuff like that cost money that sometimes insurance wouldn't cover.
Aside from financial support for families, the T.I.P.P.E.R Foundation provides spiritual and moral support as well.
We come and visit patients on a regular basis, or as much as our schedule allows, to know that, to help the patient feel that somebody is pulling for them to come through this situation.
T.I.P.P.E.R has done it all. He drives himself, he takes care of himself, he has his own apartment, all of these things he has on his own with his wheelchair.
T.I.P.P.E.R's will to not only survive, but thrive and help others do the same sets him apart.
One day, I was crying, and T.I.P.P.E.R said, "Aunt Ann, I don't know why you're crying." He said, "I'm paralyzed, I'm not walking, and I have accepted it. I have accepted it, so you may as well accept it." Life offered him lemons, and he drank lemonade.
T.I.P.P.E.R is a humble hero.
I see how someone could feel as if I was doing something extraordinary, even though I feel like I'm just being a regular person.
William T.I.P.P.E.R Thomas is a champion of courage.
My father always taught me to leave the world a better place than it was when you got here.
Oh, I'm just really proud, so very proud